What is up, everyone? Welcome in, special edition of the CE Sports Show with the man. Welcome in, C. How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm happy to be here. Let's go. Second round, a divisional, only 8 teams to left, man. Here we go, man. Getting closer to the finish line, man. Here we go. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's finish strong, dude. Like you mentioned, getting close to the finish line. So let's just start off in order, right? Obviously, the first game on the card is going to be a pretty hype matchup, in my opinion, bro. What are your thoughts on this game?
This one, I'm gonna go with the Packers. But I just don't. They're gonna start Jared Goff. They said they're starting Jared Goff, which I think is obviously the better option. But I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be too cold. They're saying it might be below 20, and I think there's a stat where Rodgers is like pretty good at when it's 25 or under. So plus that running game, man, Devontae. It's gonna be the matchup I'm interested in is Jalen Ramsey versus Devontae Adams. Because Jalen Ramsey shuts down everybody, but Devontae Adams, a lot of games he averaged like 10, 11 catches this year. So that's going to be a very good matchup. See,
yeah, this is going to be it's going to be a great series of matchups, bro. Like you're hitting on all the key points right here, and obviously the biggest matchup is going to be Sean McVay going up against Matt LaFleur.
LaFleur, yeah, former what do you call it? Teammates, co-workers, and when under what's his name, Kyle Shanahan back in the day. So they really know each other.
All right, my bad, dude.
It's going to be a good matchup between those two as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a great matchup, bro. So that's probably the top matchup is going to be those coaches doing battle. Obviously, Matt LaFleur is going to try to knock off the big dog, Sean McVay, and I think he can do it, bro. I mean, it's going to be an interesting matchup. I don't think there's going to be a lot of points scored in this one, right? Because check out this number right here, bro. When Aaron Rodgers, his faces a number one ranked defense in scoring defense, passing defense, he's 0-4 in his career. Okay, so that's something to keep an eye on. I mean, it's kind of what we talked about last week with the Washington football team and Chase Young, right?
Yeah.
They kind of needed a better offense, right, to be able to go 1-for-1 with Rodgers.
Yes.
Okay. Jared Goff is going to get. Yeah, Jared Goff is going to get the start. It's going to be interesting how it goes, right? But the Packers have a lot of things going for them, bro. Starting with the injuries. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, Aaron Donald's going to play, but he has a torn rib cartilage. So who knows how that's going to, impact him when he's trying to, get the hands up and create separation between him and the offensive line.
Yeah, that's gonna because if that limits him, yeah, that's not. I mean, I think it's better to have him out there. What is it, 75% Aaron Donald, and not to have him out there. You know what I mean? But still, let's see how he looks.
Yeah, I want to see what's up to Alex Prime Sports. If you guys aren't sub to Mr. Alex Prime Sports, go ahead and give him a sub.
How you doing, sir?
Pretty much daily videos, and he's got his picks already ready to go. Okay, so he's going to go with the Packers, with the Bills, with the Chiefs, and the Saints. Okay, we'll write them down, bro, and then we'll add you to the pick 'em in a little bit.
Yep.
But yeah, going back right here to the matchup, bro. Devontae Adams has got he's almost like 2-1, right? Check out these numbers. So you got to add Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods to equal this guy.
Damn, I'm telling you, this guy's unstoppable. He was one of the best receivers in football this year.
Hey, and Moffo's in here. What's up, bro? Shit, man. Moffo's got some news, bro, about the NBA. He says that Mr. Karl-Anthony Towns has tested positive for COVID.
Ooh, dude, and his family had a terrible outbreak over the summer. A lot of people died in his family. That's terrible news.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty shitty, man. Yeah, it's shit's getting pretty crazy out there. Just stay safe and all that stuff, because it's. Yep. But yeah, going right back here to Mr. Jalen Ramsey with the matchup. We're gonna see who wins that one, right? Jalen Ramsey's a super physical cornerback. Devontae Adams is much more speed, much more agility. So I kind of feel like Devontae could bait him. Like they could, you know what I mean? Like they could maybe run some screens, maybe give him the ball in space, and maybe Ramsey can be over aggressive looking for that pick, and they can do a double move and then long pass open for Mr. Devontae Adams.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get maybe a little bit creative. Matt LaFleur in that offense gonna have to get creative and maybe find a way to get separation on between Jalen Ramsey and Devontae Adams.
And Little H is also in here. What's up, bro? How you doing, bro?
What up, Little H? How you doing, sir?
Yeah, so going right back to Mr. Devontae Adams, bro. Number 1 in receiving touchdowns over the last 5 seasons. I thought this was really interesting because Tyreek Hill, he's almost got 11 up on Tyreek, bro.
That is crazy, man.
It's fucking crazy, dude. I mean, this Rodgers football team for Green Bay, since they're going to be, like you mentioned earlier, okay, he has a really good record at home and and the cold weather. It's going to take a lot to knock this dude off this year, barring any injuries, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I'm going to go with
you mentioned,
but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Like you mentioned about the matchups, this is going to be like a secondary matchup between these two California Bears, right? Obviously, these dudes are going in different paths of their career. They call this dude the
University, I believe, right? University of California.
Yeah. They call this dude the Godfather. But I don't know, bro, because when I think of Jared Goff sometimes, I kind of give him a pendejo face, bro.
Yeah, he can turn into from Jared Goff to Jared Goofy a lot and throw a lot of interceptions.
Right, bro. So, they like to refer to this dude as a Godfather, but sometimes, bro, when I think of Jared Goff, man.
Pendejo face.
Makers could be doing something in terms of controlling the football and maybe like limiting Rodgers' opportunities in the game. I kind of like Green Bay, maybe like a 24 to like a 13, right? 24-13, maybe like the Rams get like a late touchdown or something.
Yeah, it could be. It could be like good game the first 3 quarters, and then the Packers put it away in the 4th quarter and win it maybe like by 10 or 15 points.
Yeah. I mean, the Packers, we didn't mention it, but they have some injuries to the offensive line. But Rodgers is super hard to sack, right? Because he gets that ball out super quick.
Yeah,
and that's something we didn't mention about the dude's release, right? It's gonna be tough. Packers all the way. So moving right along, bro. Yeah, moving right along. Ravens and Bills, bro. What are your thoughts on this one?
This is gonna be a good matchup right here, man. Buffalo, I didn't like the way they looked. I thought, if Indianapolis executes better in the red zone, maybe make some field goals, or when they go for it, they get the points, or they kick the field goals and make the field goals. Actually, they could have won this game. They left about 7-8 points on the board because of not executing the red zone, whether it was not executing with the plays or the kicker just not making kicks. So yeah, I thought Indianapolis got off the hook. They could have lost that game. And Baltimore looked fantastic. They started losing 10-0 to Tennessee, and then they outscored them fucking 20-3 the rest of the way. So I think, like I said, Baltimore and Tampa Bay are playing fantastic football. They're probably the 2 hottest teams going into the playoffs. So I'm gonna go with the hot hand. I'm gonna go with Baltimore.
Awesome, bro. Yeah, that's definitely not a bad pick. Going back right here to the people are hyping up this guy still, Josh Allen, but you make great points. Like last week, he struggled big time against that Colts defense, right?
Yeah.
So are we going to get regular season Josh Allen dropping those missile passes in there? Or are we going to get postseason Josh Allen where it looks a little bit confused out there, right? He looked a little bit confused out there with the zone blitzes. This is a tough game to call, right? Because of such a great year this guy had.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, man, it's only one game. Maybe he was just nervous. Well, I mean, he's been in the playoffs, though. It was just... So, I mean, this is going to be his 3rd playoff game, so it's not, he can't be that nervous anymore. Come on, dude. You have to execute.
Yeah. He has to look much cleaner than he did last week and a lot less nervous, like you're mentioning, because it is his 3rd playoff game, right? It's Lamar Jackson's 4th playoff game, right?
Yeah, first year he went, lost to the Chargers. Last year, lost to Tennessee. That's going to be his 4th, yeah.
And the Cowboys X Factor, welcome in, bro. He likes the Ravens and the Bills. All right, we'll write you down for those picks, bro.
All right.
And Mofos says that the Colts defense is better than the Ravens defense. Okay. I mean, last week the Ravens played pretty well on defense, but the Colts, they gave it their all. Like the Colts defense looked like they wanted to win that game really bad last week, right?
Yeah.
So they're making a big deal about the cold weather. They interviewed Lamar Jackson this weekend. They asked him if he's played in the snow, and he kind of like joked around and he said nope. And Josh Allen's got some experience playing in that kind of weather.
Yeah, that's why. Because remember that one Sunday night football game in New England, it was raining really hard and he looked terrible. So imagine with snow, it may even be worse.
Yeah, that's something the Bills fans are really tweeting about, and they've been mentioning about that Lamar can't play in the snow and that Josh Allen he could do it. But this dude's MVP, right? They're hyping up Josh Allen to be MVP this year. Obviously, Rodgers is going to run away with it.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a pretty good time for Lamar to prove that he's still the top dog in the AFC. Mahomes and Lamar, right? Because Josh Allen, he's trying to win the MVP also.
Yeah.
And Mr. John Harbaugh, he got his 8th career road win last week. So this Ravens are dangerous on the road. Okay, 8 career road wins in the playoffs. I mean, he's tied pretty much all time with Tom Coughlin and Tom Landry. Right, and we've seen those Giants teams with Tom Coughlin be like 9-7, and just work their way to the playoffs on the road, right?
Yeah, we've seen it once in a while, right? The 6th seed or something. They go on the road, they get hot, they win every game, and end up winning the Super Bowl. We saw it in 2007 with the Giants, and then we saw it, I think, in 2010 with the Packers, or 11. We've seen this shit. Once in a while, it happens.
Yeah, once in a while it happens. And Cowboys Factor makes a good point about the Ravens running the football. We mentioned it last time. They were number 1 in the league, 191 yards per game. So that's coming at you, right? That's consistent. That shows up every single freaking game. And that's coming at the Bills again, right? It's kind of like the Colts 2.0 from last week. Oh, man. I want the Bills to do good, right? But this might be the end of the road for them.
Yeah, we'll see. I can see them winning, but I'm going to go with Baltimore.
And there's Lamar Jackson taking a torch to the narrative that he can win a playoff game. There he is. And that could be a big factor right there. That Ravens defense, we mentioned it, that they upgrade their defense a lot with Calais Campbell, Marlon Humphreys taking a step up also. So they got pieces on that Ravens defense that could give Josh Allen a tough time.
Yeah, for sure, man. It should be a good game. I can't wait.
Yeah, moving right along, bro. Chiefs, Browns on Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, depending where you guys are at. Tough matchup right here, C, or do you think it's going to be a pretty clear call for you?
I say it could. Maybe Cleveland starts off good, but then maybe Kansas City steals it at the end. Going to be the first game for Patrick Mahomes in 3 weeks, so he might be rusty. Cleveland's playing really good football. Obviously, they're after what happened last week.
Definitely.
The key's probably going to be for Cleveland establish the running game. And if they can get a lead and run the football, they're just probably going to try to literally run the football and keep Patrick Mahomes at the sideline. But I don't know. It's going to be hard. Maybe Cleveland does take a lead, and maybe Kansas City comes back and wins. I don't know. I think Cleveland's gonna have a good game, but then I think Kansas City wins it.
Okay, I could see that, bro. Definitely. I mean, this is a tough game to call because you're right. It could either be a blowout for KC or it could be a really close battle, and maybe KC kind of just pulls it out at the end because the Browns are getting pieces back, and the Browns are still pumping their chest. I don't know if you saw Odell Beckham Jr. He's pretty much calling out a Browns win, right? He's on Twitter. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, sometimes this happens too. Where the underdog gets a huge win, and they sort of party the whole week, and they're not prepared, and then they get their ass whooped the next week. So I remember when the Vikings beat the Saints with that miracle play by Stephon Diggs. The whole week they were celebrating, and they got their ass whooped by the Eagles the next week. So I don't know. Well, let's see how serious they took the week and actually practiced and moved on, or if they party and celebrated too much over the win last week.
Mofo was mentioning that that Kareem Hunt he got into a little bit with Andy Reid on Instagram. I think it was Instagram. Yeah, he basically said something about letting him go or something like that, right, Mofo? and then Andy Reid responded to him, something like that. It was today actually. So yeah, you got those two things going: Andy Reid versus Hunt, and then this is also a pretty interesting stat right here about Baker Mayfield. He's been playing really well of late, all right, and since week 9, Pro Football Focus is giving a better rating to Baker than to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of quarterbacks I think I play better than Patrick Mahomes towards the end, man. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, a lot of quarterbacks I thought. Aaron Rodgers, a lot. Yeah, I mean, I think Cleveland has the hot hand. Kansas City might be rusty. Last game they actually won by 3 weeks ago by a damn field goal over Atlanta, who just hired a new coach. So that's not a good football team if they just had to hire a new coach. So, I mean, I think it's possible Cleveland wins. I just don't see it. I don't think so, but I could see them giving some problems, and then Kansas City wins it at the end.
Yeah, and then Mofo was mentioning about Chase Claypool. He's still talking trash about the Rams, bro. Guys, yeah, I think I saw that too.
Yeah,
it's crazy that how much bitterness they have for that loss, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing a lot of live streams on Twitch or some shit, and he's just talking shit. And I think a lot of it, like the fans ask or his followers ask him, and he just replies. I guess I don't know. I mean, I don't really. I see it on Twitter sometimes, like the clips, but I don't know.
All right, and then Baker obviously got that big playoff win in his first attempt. You know, better than Josh Allen, better than Lamar. And I thought this was an interesting stat right here, bro. In his last whatever games, I think 10 games, Baker Mayfield has thrown 1 pick in his last 10 games, dude. And those are the other quarterbacks, how they stack up to him.
That is crazy, man.
Yep. Wow, what's up, Russell Johnson? How you doing, bro?
How you doing, sir?
How you doing? He says, go Nets, man. Yeah, go Nets, definitely.
Nets.
Yeah, so it's going to be an interesting game, also because of the blitz on Baker, right? I thought this is interesting stat. When they blitz Baker, he's really good at picking it up and finding that dude that's open. Like Baker Mayfield is taking a big step up in the last couple of weeks in terms of confidence and reading the defense. So, blitzing this guy sometimes might not work out in your favor. So it's going to be interesting how Steve Spagnuolo and that Chiefs defense game plan for him, how to apply pressure on him with the front four, right? Because if you blitz this guy, the numbers are on the screen right there that he's going to make a pass on you.
Yeah. I mean, Baker Mayfield's playing really good football. I mean, he's playing his best football since probably his college days. Yeah, I mean, I think they have a chance to establish the running game, play defense, and keep Mahomes on the sideline, and maybe it's possible. Like kind of what Tennessee did last year to Baltimore. Just run the football, and your best defense is running the football and wasting the clock and keeping Mahomes on the sideline.
Right. Yeah. I mean, okay, we're pumping up the Browns and stuff, but okay, we got to respect the Chiefs also because they have a lot of all-pro players, a lot of speed on receivers. And this guy, Mahomes, is elite in terms of winning football games. Like, he should be 5-0 in the playoffs. That one loss he got at home in the AFC Championship game, super controversial loss. So, that guy's, I think he's going to prove a statement in this game that he's still a top dog. We talked about the game could be a blowout. If that happens, it's because of that reason. But you made a good point that KC hasn't been able to blow teams out this year, right? It's always like a really close game when they play.
Yeah, I mean, they don't really, they haven't really blown out teams a lot this year, at least not in the last few weeks. Like I said, the final game they won by a field goal. So, and again, I can see them get off to a slow start again, and then at the end, like I said, Kansas City pulls it out.
And in Kansas City, they're really looking forward to going back to the Super Bowl. They've been putting this run it back logo thing across their city, putting up posters and flyers and murals about run it back. Sometimes doing this kind of stuff backfires on you.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's gone back since 2004, I believe, the Patriots. So it's been 15 years. So it usually doesn't happen. So yeah, I would stop doing that if I was the Kansas City fans.
Yeah, we've seen teams make consecutive Super Bowls, but not win
Seattle
them.
was the last one, 2013, 2014, but they lost the second one.
Yeah, and the Pats too. So yeah, going back to Mahomes in the playoffs, okay, we gotta respect this dude, right? 35 points a game, never scored below 31. Every win that he's got in the playoffs has been by 11 or more points, and we're talking about that loss was to the Pats in that championship game. So I'm probably gonna go with KC in that one because
Yeah, me
you
too. I
gotta
got
respect
Kansas
those
City.
dudes.
I'm gonna go with Kansas City
And
too.
and wrapping it up, bro, with the games, we got the divisional round matchup. What are your thoughts on this one, bro?
This one, man, I'm hoping I think it's gonna come down to Tom Brady and New Orleans defense. I think that's what it can come down to, who wins that battle. Because I don't know, the Drew Brees, I don't know, he's just thinking dunking a lot. I don't think, he's lost a lot of strain in his arm. And the Buccaneers team is not that good. They gave up 23 and over 300 yards to Tyler Haneke, so I don't know. So I think the matchup is going to end up being Tom Brady versus the Saints defense, and who wins that battle wins the game, I guess. I don't think it's going to be that high scoring of a game. I think it's going to be maybe like in the 20s, maybe 24-21. This is around the time where the Saints would choke, right? So let's see what happens.
Yeah. Mofo's mentioning that KC does not have championship DNA in them. They did. I mean, they won last year, bro. But in terms of repeating, yeah, I don't think they have it because how focused. Yeah, like the teams that have gone back are really focused, right? And KC, we've seen them this year, kind of like their focus is all over the place, right? They don't really, they're posting pictures of like trolling each other on Twitter, and they're all over the place, dude. So I would agree with you there, bro. Like you need to be more focused in terms of the next step, and they could be rusty. So we're gonna see. And Russell Johnson says that the Bills made it to 4 Super Bowls and never won, so they deserve to go this time. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be nice if they win it. That'd be nice. A new team wins it. Yeah, that'd be nice. I wouldn't mind it.
So what you're talking about is right there on the screen, bro. The Dink and Dugs from from Drew Brees. The average Drew Brees pass was 6 yards.
Yeah, he lost a lot of arm strength, and yeah, he's dink and dunk and depends a lot of Alvin Kamara running the football or even the screen passes.
Yeah, definitely. And I thought this is pretty crazy, bro. Tom Brady has 9 playoff wins since he turned 39, and Drew Brees has 9 playoff wins in his career.
That is crazy.
Jesus Christ. That's fucking nuts, bro.
Oh my lord.
The only thing going for the Saints in this one is that the injuries on the Bucks are piling up. So Rojo is not going to start. He might not even play. They're going to go with Leonard Fournette, right? And he's kind of, he can get injured really, very quickly also. And they're starting
year, but he did play good versus Washington last week. I think he had like 93 yards.
Yeah, he did play good against Washington, right?
Yeah.
And their starting safety, he didn't practice all week long. They haven't said why. It's probably maybe because he has a COVID-related stuff, but he hasn't practiced. And they lost their guard last week. He fractured his ankle, so that's something to keep an eye on also for them. And Mike Evans, right? Mike Evans is always hurt. He's gotta come through for them. Like if the Bucks are gonna win this game, Mike Evans has got to produce some good numbers for them. Because AB, Marshawn, I mean, they have good coverage on the Saints defensive back, on their defensive backs, right? They have.
I think the microphones. Yeah. The microphone's kind of going off and on.
Ah, shit. My bad. Okay. How's that? Is it better now or not?
Yeah, better.
Okay. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, no problem.
So, yeah, we're just going to hit all the games really quickly. I know we got some NBA games coming up, and pretty much going to do the pick 'em now. So yeah, bro. Let me get it set up, and if you want, just take it over for a little bit.
All right, let me read the chat here. Drew Brees' forehead so inspirational. I bet you pardon. The Bills made it to 4 Super. Yeah, they deserve to win one. Let's see here. Little H coming back to play for Steelers. What the hell? Although Casey does not have repeat championship DNA in them. I think you're right. Everyone's having common, man. Browns should just run it with Chubbs and Hunt control. Exactly. Best defense would be running the football and keeping Mahomes on the sideline. Exactly. Philly Eagles head coach options are slaying. Yeah, we interviewed our former running back from back in the early 2000s with Donovan McNabb and Brian Dawkins and Terrell Owens, Deuce Staley today. He's getting paid way more money in 2021. He definitely coming back. What the fuck you talking? What? Packers, Bills, Chiefs. I'm rooting for the Browns, Saints. Those are my picks. Okay, there we go. All right, so people. So he got his picks. All right.
Okay. Well, if you want, one more time to me, please. The picks.
All right. So Mofo's got Packers, Bills, okay, Chiefs, and Saints.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else want to put their picks up? Let's see if anybody else wants to do it.
So he's got, hold on, Packers, Chiefs, Bills, and Saints, right?
Yes.
Oh. And I think Alex said his picks also. Let me see if I can scroll up and find them real quick. Let's see.
Right here, I think. Packers, yeah, they were here. Packers,
okay.
Bills, Chiefs, and Saints.
Oof, okay.
Everybody going
with he's got the same picks as Mofo, right?
Everybody going so far. Everybody going with the Bills and the Chiefs and the Saints. All right, so far that's about it. Nobody else is.
Okay, I'll give my picks right now. So in this one, bro, Baltimore. I think that's gonna be the play right there with the Ravens. That's gonna be an upset, right? Because the team's on the road. It's risky though, but I'm gonna go with Lamar Jackson in that one to continue his little legacy run. Okay. And obviously, right here, man, we talked about the Chiefs being that sleeping giant. We'll see how that score goes, right? It could go a lot of ways. It could go a lot of ways with that one. And then obviously on this one, I'm gonna go with the Saints, bro. I know it's kind of a really risky pick also because it's basically Tom Brady losing three times to the same team in the same season. But I just think the Saints roster is a little bit more higher end than the Bucks. And that's basically what I'm going with. I'm going with the Saints roster versus the Bucks roster instead of the quarterback battle. But we'll see. And I'm gonna go with the Packers in this one. My Rams is gonna bite the bullet right here. I think the Packers are gonna knock them out, dude. That game's pretty interesting because of the spread. It's only a 6-point spread. Right, so maybe the Rams could do a backdoor cover, get a late touchdown. But I kind of like 24-13 for that score.
So you're going Baltimore, Kansas City, New Orleans, and Green Bay?
Yeah.
Okay. So Russell Johnson's got Packers, Bills, Browns, and Bucks. So there's our first Bucks one.
Okay, so he's going with the Bills. He's got the Bucks. Okay, see that he could come up on there because we're in the Saints, and if they lose, bro, he's gonna get that game on us. And these Chiefs and Packers, right?
I think he's got the Browns.
Browns, okay. Oof, all right, man. He's going for some nice upset this weekend. Okay, we'll see how that goes down.
Let me see if there's more. Hold on. So Mario's got Packers, Bills, Browns, and Saints. We're starting to get some Browns in here. We got two Browns now.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about all those strong points with the Browns, with the quarterback play. He has to continue being really secure with the ball, how he has been. That's something to really look forward to if you're a Browns backer. They can run the ball, and Baker's not turning that pigskin over.
Yeah.
And then he on the Saints and Bucks. What did Mario like?
Saints.
Well, appreciate that. And he's going Bills or Ravens.
Bills.
All right, man. A lot of damn, dude. Okay, so you might have to give me pendejo face, bro, for going with the.
Christ. Casey going to choke us. Let's see.
Yeah.
Hey, what up, London?
They could.
What up, Luis McCoy?
Yeah,
all right, so
up,
London has Bills, Chiefs, Buccaneers, and Packers. There's our first Buccaneers one. I think that's the first time somebody goes with the Buccaneers. Is it? I think
Mr. Russell went with.
I remember. Okay.
London's got his Bucks, and then he said, Browns or Chiefs, bro.
Chiefs.
Woo! All right, London, and he's going to Green Bay.
Yeah, Green Bay.
Nice.
You got them all?
Thanks, bro. Yeah, I got them all.
All right, let me see here. Brady wrote the book on how not to choke. I don't think so. Buccaneers choke. Okay, that's what he said. Let me see here. Who else? Bills, Brown. Okay, so Blaise McCoy. Bills, Browns, Rams, Bucks. That's the first Rams one we got.
Okay. I mean, it's very possible, dude. Like I talked about in that video that this game is very difficult. This week is very difficult to pick. Because there's a lot of crazy things that could happen this weekend in football. Football's probably one of the toughest sports to predict. Okay, so he's going Rams. He's going what else, bro?
Rams, Browns, Bucks, and Bills. Okay.
Oof, Mr. Blaze Radio is going upsets all the way around except on that Bills game. I think he's going with the home team. But he's going with a lot of road teams.
Same thing Russell Johnson with a lot of upsets. I think he picked the Browns. Yeah. Brady does get help by the refs. What the hell?
I mean, we saw in the regular season the home field advantage was not even a factor. And I think we talked about that on the episode. Like, it was almost 50-50, road teams and home teams in the regular season.
But, I mean, places like Buffalo, if they get snow, they could have a home field advantage. Green Bay, they could have a home field advantage with the weather.
Yeah, definitely. And then I haven't put your picks, bro. Go ahead and.
All right, so Baltimore.
Okay. Ooh, like that.
And then Kansas City.
Okay.
Then Packers. I'll go with the Saints.
Nice.
I'll go with the Saints.
Quick audible. I like that, bro.
Yeah. Not only is football hard to practice throw in COVID. Oh, yeah, for sure. Right. So, yeah. All upsets, it will never happen. But like I said, why not? Exactly, Blaze. You look like a genius if you get one at least. But you look like a pendejo with the other ones. Oh, maybe I should change the Ravens if you want to. I mean, it's yours.
Yeah. You guys could audible anything you guys want.
Ask me again tomorrow. I'll probably change our mind, yeah.
Man. This weekend, gentlemen, I'm not going to audible the picks because it didn't go well for me. Learning experience. I'm just going to ride these picks out. Man. I'm going to just ride the wave. Okay. So, yeah, pretty much I'll save the file and we can go up on Sunday and see.
We'll see what happens on Sunday night when we go through it again.
Yeah. All right, man. So we pretty much hit on all the topics, hit up on all the games.
Oh, little H. Hold on, little H. Bucks, Rams, Chiefs, Bills for little H. I didn't know. I thought he already picked. Never mind.
Okay. Let's write him right here. H is going with the Bills. With what else, bro?
The Bucks, Rams, Chiefs, Bills.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, dude. Ah, shit, dude. Could you see that screen the whole time or no? Oh shit.
Yeah, it went dark for a little bit, but now we can see it. Yeah, we can see that.
Ah, okay. I was like, dude, I've been working on this thing and you can't even see.
I got an upset. The Buccaneers. It's not the favorite for the game. No, they're not.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting how that worked out. I mean, we talked about it last time. Brady. Last time he was a underdog was the Chiefs AFC Championship game, and fucking won that shit, dude. Right?
Yeah, should
Bruce
should
Arians. You know,
should be good. Should be good. I think that game's gonna come down to Tom Brady versus the Saints defense. We'll see who wins that battle. Probably wins the game.
yeah. All right, man. So yeah, pretty much hitting all the games. Yeah, that's me, dude, Mr. Audible. Dude. Oh man. Wow, shit. My bad.
I'm say Lamar throws 3 interceptions.
Woo,
Damn, that'll be
man. I hope not, man, because I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna every interception he throws, bro. I'm gonna throw something at the fucking TV.
oh my lord. That would suck.
That would
He actually threw that first one versus Tennessee, and then he played really good after that.
Oh, dude, that interception, man, that was talk about embarrassing, bro. Ooh,
Yeah.
man. Right.
Dude, it
They
was
gotta think.
like this is gonna go downhill again. And then they fucking outscored them fucking 20-3 the rest of the way. It was pretty impressive.
Yeah, yeah, dude. They gotta think. They gotta think the defense that they were able to stop Tannehill and the running back, and they gave
Yeah.
Lamar a bunch of chances, right? Because Lamar looked really shaky when the game started. It wasn't like he was dominating, bro. He looked really shaky when the game started.
I mean, he won it because of his legs. I mean, I think he had like a 50-yard run at one point. So I mean, he won that. I mean, I don't even think he threw for 200 yards. That's how bad of a he didn't have that great of a throwing performance. It was all about the running game and the defense.
Oof.
Breeze Brady on the History Channel, right? Yeah, it's gonna be on the History Channel. Last week it was on Nickelodeon. This week's gonna be on the History Channel. Did you see the numbers for that game? It did 30 million views.
Damn.
The Bears and Saints
One
game.
of them was me, bro.
It wasn't even a good game. 28 million on CBS and then 2 million on Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon's most watched show since 2006, 17. Dude, that's crazy.
Damn. Watch Major League Baseball Cartoon Network.
Yeah, they might have to.
Because baseball ratings, bro.
2 of the 8 starting quarterbacks go down with injuries. No way, Blaze. No way. I don't like doing that. Maybe Jared Goff though, because he does have a broken finger. Well, the 3 would be Boulder. I wonder if the inner administration on the History Channel with Brady and Breeze will be sponsored by the Pants. Yeah, they said, yeah. The what's his name? Who said it? Peter Patterson, Cortland Patterson, whatever his name is. Yeah, he actually said the F word, and yeah, on the Nickelodeon episode because the referee said it, flag on 85 and it was 84. Like what the fuck? I'm 84.
Right. I bet you the little kids, bro. They say a lot of worse stuff than that, man.
Oh yeah, probably. Not only football hard to no, that's I don't know why the chat does that. Sometimes it goes back to like
okay, like restarts or something.
Yeah, for some reason. Next thing you know, NBA on BBC and MLB on PBS. The hell?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, man. You saw that ESPN, they're gonna give less money to baseball, or they're like negotiating to give them less money for the ratings.
Yeah, because baseball's going downhill, man. Nobody really watches it.
It is, bro. And then today, they signed a bunch of baseball players, and I was like, well, where's the deals for these guys? Like Aaron Judge got
with the Yankees, I think.
Yeah. They I think Judge signed for 25% of what Stanton makes.
Damn.
And yeah, so Bellinger got, I think, like almost half of what Mookie makes. Mookie Betts might be like the last big money deal in baseball. We might not see it for a while. Like 300 something million, for 10 years.
Yeah, because that's where the NBA gets all their money to get all those contracts from the TV deals. And if you don't have good ratings, you're not going to get that good of a money.
Right. NBA was super smart with the video game. That NBA 2K, man, like all the kids play that game, and I think baseball and the NFL they're kind of messing up with the video games.
Yeah, they're lazy with it. It's the same shit over and over. They don't improve the game. They don't make it better. You saw for a while, right? On Thursday Night Football, they did the Madden cam where they would put the camera behind the quarterback, so it would be the Madden camera. So they were trying to connect more with kids. Do you remember? They did that for a little bit. Remember?
I don't remember, bro. But
you remember that was 3 years ago on Thursday Night Football. Instead of showing like the games like the way they do like sideways, like it was behind the quarterback. It was like the Madden camera. So they were trying to connect with younger kids.
That Madden franchise, bro. They never really improved the gameplay, like you're mentioning. It's the same, even though like the 2K franchise is the same thing. Also, it's just a lot. Like it's really fun to play. Like you get really like locked in because of like all the features and all that shit.
Yeah.
And then the show in baseball, man, like it's a good game. It's a really good game, but it's the same. Like you mentioned, it's the same thing every year, and it takes a long time to play a game.
Yeah, I remember one year they fucking all you could do was pitch and hit. They took the defense out. Like if you would hit a ground ball or a fly ball, the computer would do it for you. And my friend told me this shit's so boring. I'm literally all I do is hit and pitch. I don't even have how like back in the day, like you're playing somebody and they don't know how to play. They can't see the ball and they drop it and it creates excitement. Oh damn! Inside the park home run. And they took for like a year or two. They took that shit away where the computer would just be the outfielder. I'm like, that's so. At least they took that away. But I'm like, what are you doing?
It's kind of outdated.
You're literally taking it away from us by having the computer play defense.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little outdated because now you got these games that are like fucking really fast paced. The first person shooters, fucking Call of Duty and Halo and all that shit. Those games are really fucking fast. And then you play the show. It's like, oh man.
I mean, baseball in general. You ever like in April and May, June, be watching the NBA final or the NBA playoffs, and then it's like fucking all fast paced. People are screaming, and then the commercial you switch over to baseball game and see the score. It feels like you're walking in the fucking library. It's so fucking slow, so fucking quiet.
Right. Playoff games are. I mean, the playoff games are a little bit better because it's really high drama. But yeah, baseball's got to do something, bro. They gotta do some shit.
And then the NL they finally put the DH on, and then they took it off. I guess Colby told me they're gonna go back to the pitchers hitting for the NL this year. I'm like, what? Come on.
Yeah, they're keeping the same rules as last year, bro. They're not gonna switch.
They're so stubborn, and they're probably gonna the extra innings. Well, they're probably gonna go back. They're probably gonna take the second base runner away, probably, right?
Yeah,
they probably
don't know. I think it's still going to be the same shit. Mr. London Sports, he was mentioning it that it might be. It's not official yet, but it might be the same exact shit we had last year.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me see some of these comments. On Stephen A. Smith list of QBs with most to lose this weekend, it's Drew Brees about to walk away from the game of basketball. What the hell? That's pretty sad.
Oh man. They're overworking Stephen A. Smith, man.
You don't know what's anymore, yeah. Wait, Jesus Christ. NBA on TMZ? Maybe. NBA doesn't need it, dude. They got good ratings. See, are you streaming? Yes, I am.
Nice.
I am, yeah. I am streaming Lakers at 9 o'clock tonight, 10 Eastern. Tim Tebow had to sell his house to continue trying to. Yeah, you told me that yesterday. That sucks, man. He had to sell his house. That fucking sucks.
Fucking risky, bro.
NBA game will be on bet. Dude, if Tim Tebow goes to the fucking has to file for bankruptcy and loses all his money, that's gonna fucking suck.
Yeah, bro, Alex, we got you on there.
Yeah, we got everybody. Everybody that wrote predictions, we got them on the list. I think this is the most people we got. And it's funny because we got a lot of people this time, but we didn't get Kobe and Midwest.
Okay, yeah, we're just waiting on Mr. Kobe Sports and Midwest to.
Let's see.
What's up, bro?
What up, Packer Nation?
Yeah, dude. I would imagine you're fucking really happy right now, man, with your fucking team, home field advantage, bro. Aaron Rodgers in 100 games at home, he's won 80 in his career.
I know I don't want to get too happy, but I'm really confident the Packers can get. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. I think you guys are gonna win, but at least this week. We'll see what happens next week. Well, if you guys even win,
we'll see.
Shouldn't it be 2021 NFL playoffs?
I think what they do is they just call it like the season, like the 2020 season. But yeah, it could be either or. It could be either or.
I just realized that. I'm like, wait, shoot, 2021 NFL playoffs.
Yeah.
All
right, man. So yeah,
Pack's gonna win and put his prediction, and if not, we might just call it a night.
Okay. Yeah, because the games are about to start right now in basketball and all that stuff.
Yeah, we got the Milwaukee versus Mavericks, and right now they're about to tip off in a few minutes. Probably they might already tipped off.
Gonna be a great game, that one. They got Porzingis back in the lineup.
What's the big things y'all are talking about? The preview, Packer, the preview for the season.
Yep.
I'll make predictions. Yeah, just right. The 4 games. So Chargers only team that needs a head coach. No, the Eagles, the Lions. And I think there's still like 4. Eagles, Lions, Chargers, and Texans. There's still like 4.
Who's like the best dude right now? Eric Bieniemy, that the teams are like.
Probably Eric Bieniemy, probably, yeah. Right. He's probably the best one available. Arthur Smith, offensive coordinator by Tennessee, got hired by Atlanta. Robert Salas went to the Jets, and Urban Meyer went to Jacksonville. But there's still 4 openings. So he got Ravens, Chiefs, Packers, and Bucks. Packer Nation.
Okay, I'll add him right after we get done with the stream because I got to go active. But I'll put your picks, bro.
Is there house in the cold that Packers are ready? Are you? What the hell?
Okay, so it's pretty much going to do it, everyone, for the episode. Mr. C Sports Show, the man's going to be coming on a little bit later with his pick, with his Lakers and Pelicans.
Yes, I'll be on 3 hours with the game.
Awesome. All right, everyone. Hope you guys have a great, solid rest of the evening. And Mr. C Sports Show will be back on.